That would be fun, but I'm just kind of lazy.
That's the last thing you are, my friend, is lazy. Don't say that about yourself.
I'm pretty lazy when I want to be.
When you want to be, that's the difference. It's not laziness then, is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
If you're choosing it?
If you're choosing to be lazy, but isn't that the point of being lazy is that you're lazy because you choose to be lazy? Or is laziness just a, like...
I don't know. I thought lazy was just something you are or are not.
I don't know. I guess? Because I guess you could just be lazy. But also at that point, isn't that a choice?
You know what? I'm too high for this conversation.
Okay. Why don't you give us a snippy snappy?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm just going to get my shit together here.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a good example of you not being lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know why I love lazy people?
Why?
Because they're the most efficient people.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's how I view myself anyway.
That's nice.
Because, you don't want to do things twice. Right? So you get a lazy person to do it. So they figure out the best and most efficient way to do it so they don't have to do it again. Or they don't have to put enough effort into doing it. See? Always get a lazy person to do it. Because they're smarter. Right? Minimal effort, maximum efficiency. That's a judo saying.
Man's bringing up the judo knowledge now.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
It's a lazy man's sport.
Fuck off, dude. Jesus Christ.
Do you know how I know it's a lazy man's sport? Because I did it for over a decade.
Oh.
And it is not a lazy man's sport. But it is a lazy man's sport at higher levels.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like a chess game, but a lazy man chess game. What the fuck am I talking
I
about?
don't know, dude. Okay. I am
Are you ready?
pretty much fucking ready.
Alrighty. And wow, what a hole.
I want them to be able to see me, my beautiful face while I do this.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. And welcome back to Anime Shmanime.
What's up?
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? So, if you are watching, well, actually, I guess if you're listening too, because you're about to
Actually,
not
all
hear.
of you.
Yeah, all of you.
Even if you're not listening, we're still talking to you anyways. Stop ignoring us.
Yes, you can be lazy and listen to us. It's easy.
Yeah.
You know what's also easy?
Judo.
No, it is not.
It's a lazy man's sport.
Oh my god! All my old judo coach is probably fucking rolling around in his bed right now.
Like a lazy piece of.
Sensei, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
I'm also sorry, Sensei.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, we are missing Jordy again.
What else is new, man?
I know. He's
Piece of shit.
yeah.
Used to be.
Used to be. Actually, yeah, used to be.
Yeah, people can change.
Yeah, he. Wait, what? Why is he used to be a piece of shit?
No, it's just a fucking joke we have with him.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But yeah, no, unfortunately, Jordy can't be with us again, which means you guys are stuck with another list
Yes.
from me and Mikey.
Well, actually, I'm happy that we get to do this every so often. It's sad, definitely sad that Jordy's not here.
Yeah.
Like, that's our kind of our usual shtick. But I do really
Star of the
enjoy
show.
fuck you, Jordy. But I really do like making these lists sometimes, or like
Same.
just doing these things that are like, not a part of our regular program.
Well, we can't really do it when he's here, unfortunately,
Yeah.
because like you're just gonna have some lost, confused guy chirping to try and piss us off the whole time, and we're gonna get nowhere because we're just gonna get stuck in the weeds because he's talking shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally talking shit.
Yeah.
The definition of.
Of.
So
Trollololol.
this way, it gives us a chance to gush and talk about the things that we love or hate,
Yes.
whether that's toxic couples or
waifus,
sexy
husbands.
waifus. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys are watching JJK right now, yeah,
You know.
you know, a sexy husband is
Oh.
dropping all sorts of panties.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know how old he is in this new season, but
Yeah. I mean, regardless, it's fiction. We're gonna go with it.
yeah. The old anime excuse. I like it. I like it. But this time we've landed on maybe the most important list to each of us,
Yes.
to our own personal tastes and sensibilities here. Maybe other than our last list, which was
Yeah.
the 90s TV series, because this time
Yeah.
we're doing
90s anime films.
the movies, people. Last time we had to forgo a bunch of really big names in
Yeah.
the 90s just for the sake of doing 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did, because looking at this top 10, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
There is no room for any shows
Yeah.
if
No.
we were to combine the list.
There's no way. I mean, we're also missing a bunch of films, obviously, because
Oh, of course.
it's top tens, like X or like Jack or Blackjack, like anything from Clamp to from back in the day. I know that there's a lot of like movies from like series like Dragon Ball, and we've got a couple on here. But as far as like movies, this is probably, or just even like tier lists or top 10 lists in general. I'm gonna say it. Y'all can come after me, but this is the most prominent one.
This is the decade.
This is the decade, but we even talked about off camera or off mic that I would put this up against any list out there, and I think this would take it no matter what.
Yeah, like of like movie rankings and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because we say art style, storytelling, impact on society and franchises, and the impact it had on North American film industries.
Yep.
Right? Like, this is the most influential.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's when things stepped up
Yeah.
to a really next level. I think you were getting lots of evidence that was going to happen back in the 80s, but I think it actually happened in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, it was a really transformative decade. And even the stuff that you got just on the other side of the 90s and the early 2000s, it was really just carrying over everything that the 90s had established. And that's why like those early 2000s movies are like right up there, you know.
Yeah. Well, we kind of
Amazing shit.
We're kind of on the cusp with some of these too, because some of them are 99, right? So
Yeah, for sure.
definitely. But I mean, I guess it kind of pushes that boundary a little bit. Like, where do we do the cutoff? Because sometimes, you know, early 2000 movies feel like 90s movies.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. And that's exactly what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, you see that influence, you know, obviously overflowing into the early 2000s, but you still see it nowadays as well, like big time. And, you know, we talked about this last time as well, about how a lot of these newer shows, outside of the ones that are fucking around with the 3D stuff a lot of these
Yeah.
newer like 2D animated shows, they're trying to evoke this era.
Yeah.
And nowadays with technology and digital things making things a little easier and a little bit more polished, sometimes you can end up with stuff nowadays that looks as good, well, not as good, almost as good as these old movies did, right?
Yeah.
And these old movies were like the gold standard for the
Yeah.
longest time. But now you're getting stuff like, you know, out of like Demon Slayer and all these like Jujutsu Kaisen, these modern shows that are really visually striking. And these people, like, I feel like a lot of young people maybe don't realize the reason it looks so good is because they're evoking the 90s.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what they're dipping their toes back into. They're just doing it through a modern lens with modern technology, with modern ease, right?
Yeah, but I would argue though, like, as much as they're trying to evoke this, they're never going to.
No, that's why I said it's almost as good. Not as quite as good, but
yeah.
you know, like
Yeah,
the
'cause
stuff nowadays, it's almost there.
You cannot you cannot give the same energy as these 90s animations. Like, there's a vibe to them. There is a soul to them that just cannot be replicated through any kind of 3D. Even the animations that are done by hand now and like the styles that are done now, they cannot replicate it because they just don't go into that much detail, and it just doesn't like ooze that same vibe.
No, you're right.
Right?
Anytime they want to reach these levels of detail and like artistic quality, they just jump to digital. They just jump to 3D. They jump to the easy technological fix. You know what I mean? Like what happened with mecha anime?
Yeah.
As soon as 3D technology became a thing, all of the big fight moments and big movements and transformation scenes all of a sudden became 3D shots, right? And that's not to say that mecha is now devoid of great art. Like
no.
It's all fantastic, but it's noticeable, and you know when they're doing it, and you know why they're doing it.
But mecha is the only one that I would say they like when 3D was really kind of coming into play and kind of taking over a lot was the one genre that it didn't look as janky. It
helped. Yeah,
right.
the big space
robots, right? Like you have like more sharper lines.
It's fine.
It's fine. It looks good.
It's
like,
okay.
Right?
Gundams can be 3D while they transform. I don't really care that fucking much.
Yeah. But humans, that's fucking weird.
But by contrast, you take something like the transformation scene of Unicorn. Okay.
Yes.
One of my favorite series, one of your favorite series.
One of my favorite series.
Okay, but you take just the transformation sequence, very heavily 3D model for that whole sequence, and you put that up against, I don't know, the double barrel fucking Wing Zero, endless waltz, fucking shot from the sky.
You just can't.
Dude, it was drawn by hand, dude.
Like the iconic,
it's night and day.
Yeah, the iconic scene of that double barrel with the wings spread out, like
the forced perspective. That's like artistic style, like through the roof, man. Like it's
you don't even have like. Don't get me wrong. Like you and I both know that we both love both Zero,
I'm not talking shit on Unicorn.
Unicorn,
it's a great sequence.
Or Wing, right? No, but this is what I'm getting at is that Wing has those iconic moments, right? Or like those pose moments, but you could argue that Unicorn definitely does, but not in the same way, right? Like,
I can't. You're right. It's not the same, dude. Like, I can't think of an individual shot, an individual frame in all of Unicorn that hits the way that shot does, man.
Right, yeah.
And if you even just look at it from a technological perspective, if they were to remake Endless Waltz nowadays and all of the Gundam sequences were done in 3D and they recreated that exact shot from that exact angle with a 3D model, it would not look the same. It would not feel the same because there are artistic choices being made for the foreshortening and the perspective and the drama of that fucking right? Like it's magnificent, and you cannot replicate that through a janky, rigid, like 3D model. And that's essentially what they're animating.
Yep.
And like again, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on the new stuff. I love I love what the 3D stuff can bring us. It's gorgeous sometimes.
This is 90s Appreciation Day, guys.
So
90s
unfortunately,
for all you fucking youngins. This is what it is.
I got to shit on some new stuff a little bit just so that I can express how good that old stuff was.
Yeah. Know your fucking roots, people.
But yeah, I don't want to get too deep into Endless Waltz because maybe we'll talk about that later.
But I do want to say too, though, the industry was very different back then.
Sure.
Compared to the anime industry now,
no
right?
Doubt.
Like
no doubt.
Totally different work ethics. It was still hustle and bustle, but you had people that were, I want to say, arguably hungrier. Like
for what? Like fans were hungrier for anime, or like creators were hungrier? What do you mean?
Creators were hungrier, right?
Okay.
To get it out there, right? Because there's a little bit more work that was involved. It was still new and fresh. Right, because like we talked about off camera, where these movies, like the impact has been made, you cannot do impact again, right?
Yes.
Like it only happens once.
Yes.
Right. So like
it'll never be replicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I think back then it was definitely a little bit different, and I kind of hope that I'm right in this. I'm not sure, but I hope that. It also, the work ethic was a little bit different as far as it being a bit more, less. work you to the bones, and you might actually die of malnutrition kind of work.
Yeah, no, the pressures had
Yeah.
to have been different
Yeah.
for sure, right? Because the public expectation wasn't there for high quality anime to be coming out constantly, right?
Yeah.
Back then, it was so niche that even anime fans, I think, I mean, I can only speak to myself as a child, I just felt lucky
Yeah.
anytime I got any anime as a kid.
Yeah, and we're talking,
know?
and we're obviously also talking about our North American experience, right? We're not talking about
Sure,
what it's
I-
like in Japan.
Yeah,
but
I can only speak to me,
Yeah.
but like I remember as a kid, like I was not discerning as a child
Yeah.
as far as what anime I watched. If it was anime,
Yeah.
I fucking watched it, dude. Hamtaro,
Yeah.
like
Which is
fucking
funny too, because any of those fucking
those barely anime ones
yeah.
that like most people just remember as little kid cartoon shows.
Yeah,
Like that was anime.
Yeah, that was anime.
That came from
Hamtaro,
Japan.
What's it called? Like all the Hello Kitty, the Senryo stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Batsumaru.
Yeah.
Like all
But,
that
like,
stuff. Yeah.
You know, it was, you were just thankful for anything you could get your hands on, and you were just appreciative of it all. But as far as like people being hungrier, like I definitely would agree that like I think, and I can't say for sure, I'm just speculating here, but that creators were trying to prove something, I think, through the 90s, where they had all of this momentum and they were seeing this success, and they were getting recognition and accolade from the Western world for the first time. Movies like Ghost in the Shell and Akira getting noticed by big Western directors. I mean, I bring it up every time, but
Yeah.
fucking James Cameron.
James
I mean,
Cameron,
how
yeah.
much did this guy fucking lift from Akira and Ghost in the Shell by his own admission?
Yeah.
Like really influential Western works that wouldn't have looked the way they did
Yeah.
or happened the way they did.
Well,
without
Darren
that.
Aronofsky, if any of you guys know who Darren Aronofsky is,
There you go.
if you don't, you youngins, fucking look him up. He's incredible.
Yeah.
Pie, Requiem for a Dream.
Black Swan.
Right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream, just FYI, that's a fucked up movie. One of my favorites.
All of Aronofsky's movies are fucked up, but
Yes.
you probably already know that if you know
Except for
him.
Noah. Noah was kind of weird. But anyways, yeah, Black Swan specifically is literally I shouldn't say literally, but like heavily influenced by
Perfect Blue. Yeah.
Right? So
That's what I mean. So like, I think that with that kind of momentum and those kinds of pressures and that kind of expectation, Japanese directors and anime creators had to have been like hustling,
Yeah.
and really
Oh, yeah.
trying to capitalize on this momentum and this wave that they seem to be riding. And I feel like that's just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed, and Western expectations just got higher and higher and higher for anime. And that's why we are where we are now, where the expectation is so high that they can't meet the demand. And that's why people are overworked, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I agree. I think people were hungrier to make anime back then. They definitely weren't under the same pressure.
Yeah.
But
Not to diminish their hustle at all or their work ethic by any means. I think it's still quite impressive.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a different time, different industry.
Man, it's just so funny that like in the decade where we were probably the least discerning about what anime we were getting, we were being given the best shit, dude. The best shit. And we were just like, I don't care, it's anime. Meanwhile, they're just like, you assholes, we're giving you fucking gold.
Yeah.
You're not going to realize this for another 20 years, but
Yeah.
we're giving you gold right now.
It's true though. Like, granted, I mean, we were kids at the time, and like some of the kids now, like they're not going to really understand what they're getting now is going to be gold, like 20 years from now or whatever.
sure.
But like, it's going to be interesting to see where the anime industry goes, just in general, because of the amount of 3D that's happening.
Yep.
It's like the way I've said about video games now. It's like it is almost inexcusable to make a shitty looking video game, right? The technology is there, right? You can always make a good looking game, whether it's even, an indie game that's all pixels
Or low poly, yeah.
low poly, right?
Yeah,
Like,
just hire a good art director.
Yeah.
and use the low poly to your advantage.
yeah, right. Like use whatever medium or style that you're going for intentionally, and you're always going to come out with a good looking game. But it's not always going to be a good game unless you have a good story.
Sure.
Right? The storytelling, and the mechanics, right? Where with anime, it's the same thing. You can always make a good-looking anime no matter what.
Yeah.
Right? People will wait for it. Look at fucking Attack on Titan. Look how many years we fucking waited for Attack on Titan. Right? We'll wait for the goddamn anime, right?
Well, I read it, but
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only you anime watchers, strictly anime watchers. But it's just making sure that you are getting and telling the stories properly in order to really have them, flower as best as they can be.
yeah.
Right? So
And you're right. I think there's really amazing stories were written through the 90s and through these films that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Like, really, like, they're not just beautiful. Like, don't think we're just talking style points here,
Yeah.
folks, because
By no
don't get me
means.
wrong. They're 11 out of 10 style points,
Yeah.
but they're also like 11 out of 10 story and
Yeah.
like well written and well thought out and just, I don't know, important, you know? And I think we're going to get to like by far the most adult, complex, mind-bending, fucking soul-crushing one of them all with Pokemon the first movie.
Yeah, we were.
Right, dude? Because I mean, Mewtwo's a diabolical piece of shit, right?
He's my favorite. Okay, that was good. That was good. I like that.
You
I
like that
enjoyed that.
segue?
Yeah, I like that segue.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so guys, we actually did. So normally when we do a list, like Jay picks 5, I pick 5, and we just put it in whatever random order. We actually picked the list together this time, and we actually put it in some resemblance of an order.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
so
and you'll hate us for that.
yeah, people
But-
will hate us, but granted, again, this is our opinion.
Yeah.
Right? You either like it or you don't, and if you don't, come back and watch us again. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just subscribe.
Tell us you
Yeah.
disapprove. Definitely tell us.
in the comments.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. But then tell us so that when we do it again,
Yeah.
you can see how right we get it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my call to action.
Yeah.
Fucking throw that one away. But
Let's
yes.
get into our list, dude.
Yes. So just to let you guys know, we picked these based on 3 different things: art, impact, and story.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know that might have been your criteria.
Yeah.
For me, I was just going with like I guess really impact is like the best word to put it for me
Yeah.
because like that speaks to like impact on like anime as a whole, but also just impact on me long term.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like has it
Same.
stuck with me?
Yeah,
You know?
same.
So yeah, I definitely like art for me, like guys, I'm giving literally every single thing we're about to talk about an 11 out of 10 on art.
Even Pokemon?
Yes. This movie's gorgeous, dude.
This movie is actually gorgeous.
It is like high level fucking Pokemon shit. It is
Yeah.
the best Pokemon has ever looked.
Oh, I know. I agree with you. But yeah, no, I'm also like my impact too is also based on the world and also nostalgic and like
Yeah.
how much it's impacted
Totally.
me and how it's literally shaped me, especially when if you guys have been watching or listening to us for a while, you guys know how fucked up I am.
Yeah.
Right? So some of the more higher up ones you'll understand, and we've talked about them before. But yeah, so at number 10 is fucking Pokemon the first movie.
From 1998.
Yes.
Great year.
Yeah, this.
How old were you, Mikey?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I think I was 12.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was 7.
Fuck.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy. Just a little guy. Wait, well, let me do the math again. I'm 86. So, what is it, 98?
Well, so 98 in Japan.
98 in Japan. So, it came out 99 here?
Yeah, 99 in November 10th, 99. My brother's birthday.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, in North America.
So yeah, I was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. You guys tell me my math is terrible. I'm the wrong kind of Asian. Yeah. So anyway,
You remember seeing this?
oh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah?
Dude. Okay. So listen here. Listen here. I'm going to tell you a story about fucking Pokemon.
Okay.
I played the original blue Game Boy game
Okay.
like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Like probably just doing the same shit too in the same team.
Oh yeah.
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 But like for some weird reason, I just couldn't get enough of it. Granted, I really wished I had a friend that had the red one so that we could trade.
Some weird reason. There's no weird reason. That game is incredible, dude. Millions of kids couldn't put it down.
Yes,
There's nothing weird about it.
No. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
The weird part is, anytime I listen to Jimmy Eat World, this band called Jimmy Eat World,
You think about Pokemon?
I think about
'Cause
Pokemon.
you got the CD at the same time.
Yeah, so I got the CD at the same time.
Amazing.
Or like I had it around the same time.
I love it.
And I just had it, Jimmy Eat World, Bleed America on repeat.
Yeah.
Like the album, and I just play this. So they're like synonymous together. So I can't not think of Pokemon and not think of Jimmy Eat World,
Love
or
it.
vice versa.
Mine's weird too.
Yeah.
Mine's weird too. So I got red.
Oh, okay.
My brother, who's 2 years older than me,
Yeah.
got blue.
Yeah.
We both got them at the same time.
Oh, that's nice.
It was an Easter gift,
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
My mom always did like one like big gift for Easter.
Yeah.
Along with like the chocolate and shit,
Yeah,
right? And we both got that, and I remember so vividly, dude. I sat at my back door with my back up against the glass with the light coming in to illuminate my OG
Yeah.
green screen, no backlight Game Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't know. You kids don't fucking know.
You couldn't play in the dark.
You couldn't.
You couldn't.
And the amount of AA batteries you'd had to go through.
All the little light attachments that you would
Yeah.
buy so you could play under the covers in your bed at night and shit.
Yeah, you
Fucking
want to
insane.
see a fucking upgraded mech item?
Yeah, for real. But so I remember that very vividly. But I also remember being devastated when I had to save the game and put it away because it was Easter and we had to go to church.
Yeah.
So now Pokemon Red, for some reason, reminds me of church.
I think that's worse, man.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah,
It's
that's
super
fucking
weird. That being said, one of
Yeah.
my favorite video games of all time by
Yeah.
far. I'm absolutely obsessed with that and the nostalgic feelings it gives me.
Oh, I know.
And then just couple that with, Saturday mornings watching the fucking show.
Yep.
And then, of course, once it started airing after school as well on YTV, that was fucking huge.
Yeah, YTV, that's right.
Well, because Fox Kids had it first,
yeah.
right? It was Saturday mornings only. You had to get up early to watch it with Digimon, Monster Rancher, all
so
those
this
good
is
stuff.
for all you Canadian folks, especially the
or Americans. Fox was an American network.
Yeah, but YTV wasn't.
Right.
YTV was straight Canadian.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, at a certain point, our local Canadian Cartoon Network picked up Pokemon and started running reruns every fucking day at was it 4 o'clock or something?
Yeah.
On YTV. And every single day you could come home from fucking school and basically you had an episode of Pokemon just fucking ready to go.
Yeah, it was the greatest.
It was incredible. And yeah, it was reruns. And yeah, sometimes the season would just reset out of nowhere for no fucking reason without warning. And you're like, oh, guess I'm watching this from the beginning again.
Yeah, because back then the way that they programmed it is with VHSs.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
they would have that on ready on this huge rack.
Yeah.
Right?
So it was rough, but it ultimately all led to one of the biggest film moments of my young life. And I also vividly remember that as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the Victoria Terrace Famous Players, which is now a Good Life Fitness.
Strange.
Heartbreaking. I used to lift there and be like, I used to buy popcorn at the fucking concession stand here. I'm bench pressing and shit.
Yeah.
It was weird. But yeah, I remember going to that theater and seeing Pokemon the movie there.
Nice.
And yeah, I fucking adored it. I was obsessed with it.
Dude, same in the mall here too, right? That's where I saw it.
Okay, Oshawa Center?
Oshawa Center.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Because I grew up in the Shwiggity, so now everybody who's listening or
yeah.
watching, you can
Maybe edit that out.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's fine.
Mikey's address is.
Yeah, get doxxed so hard.
Yeah. No, they'll just come steal all your cool shit.
I don't know, but yeah, man. Again, so there's obvious reasons why we put this in our top 10 list. So there you go, guys.
It was hugely influential and nostalgic for us. Like I said, the art was amazing. You got some really cool, tattooed clone versions of Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. Really insane battle moment between Gyarados and Mewtwo when they first show up at Mewtwo's lair. Really, Mewtwo just flexing how OP he was throughout the whole movie was always just awesome to watch.
Yeah, I mean, he was OP in the game anyway.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it would take you forever with like I don't know 1,000 Ultra Balls to catch them. But if you got the Master Ball,
if you could save the Master Ball long enough
yeah,
and not use it on Moltres like an idiot. Who did that?
Who did that? Yeah, who did that? Fucking noob.
Hey man, I was what, like 7?
Yeah, I know. That's no excuse. That's no
Yeah,
fucking excuse.
I think it is, dude.
There's 7-year-old Asian kids that fucking do better than that.
Yeah, dude. And they'll still kick my ass in video games.
But yeah, obviously, like Pokemon is still huge.
Massive.
In all those right ways.
Yeah.
You know, card games, video games, like they still come out. They're pumping them out.
This one also hits you in the feels a little bit story-wise. I mean, it's a little cliche now and a little played out now, but you know, Ash jumping in.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And kind of sacrificing himself at the end there to save Pikachu. Just, you know, not even to prove the point to Mewtwo.
Yeah.
But like that's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
It was very poetic and very beautiful. And then just seeing little cute sad Pikachu cry
Yeah.
over, you know, Stone Ash. It's like
Yeah.
it pulls, man.
Yeah.
It goes hard.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah,
Which
man.
you don't really notice as a kid, but now.
No, dude.
Yeah.
As a kid, I was like, "Oh, that's sad," but like, it'll be okay, you know. Now, as an adult, I'm just like, "Wait a second, this guy's pet, and he just sacrificed himself for his pet.
Yeah.
I know how hard that would be to do, and
Yeah.
wow, what if my pet cried over my corpse?" I understand it
Yeah.
better now, right? So
Yeah.
it holds up, man.
It's like the Hachi story or
yeah,
the
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you haven't seen Hachi, great movie.
Anyway, it's a good way to kick off the list.
Yes.
Number 10 is no insult
Yes.
to this one.
Obviously, it is a huge franchise.
Yeah, it matters a lot. So, next up,
Oh yes, we were just talking about this. So number 9 is Gundam Wing Endless Waltz.
dude.
This fucking movie. Okay, granted, I will say the movie story was a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can argue semantics about that, but we're not going to argue semantics because
You know what I will
Yeah.
say? I agree. The story's not the best compared to the other movies on this list.
Yeah.
But I will say the story of Endless Waltz is better than the story of Gundam Wing, the show.
Series. Yeah, it was.
Like it's much better.
yeah.
Like personally, like I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
like sometimes I'll dip back into Gundam Wing for like the first couple episodes because they're so iconic. But like if I really want like a taste of Gundam
Yeah.
Wing or a touch of Gundam Wing, I'm putting on Endless Waltz. Man.
Yeah, this is a fucking Christmas movie. Okay,
Yeah.
this is 100%
Technically, yeah.
100% a Christmas movie. If you
Yeah.
want an anime Christmas movie, Endless Waltz is one of them.
Yeah, dude.
If you love mech, now the other thing too is this is the first time we saw the fucking Gundam Wing group, all the mechs look this way based on what's his name, Verka.
Katoki.
Katoki. So
Yeah.
these are his designs.
Yeah.
So like the whole like the 90s like Gundam Wing with actual like angel style wings.
It's wild, dude.
It's so 90s and so fucking cool.
I know. And the thing is, like, Gundam Wing was already so wild with their designs.
Yeah.
Like, they were already piggybacking off of, like, G Gundam, just, like, less racist. And so, like...
Tequila Gundam?
Yeah. So like, they were still really crazy fucking
Yeah.
designs. So if you watch the series and even... halfway through the series, not halfway, but like partway through the series, you know, if anybody's seen that series, spoiler, pretty much all of the Gundams get destroyed at various moments or various ways, and then they all get like rebuilt, redesigned in like souped up versions of their old selves. Endless Waltz only shows those souped up versions,
Yeah.
but they're redesigned completely from
Yeah.
the show, like you said. Way fucking cooler. So you're improving on something that was already
fucking cool.
And souped up. So it's like the souped up version of the cool thing redesigned by the master of mech design.
Yeah.
And yeah, like fucking not only Wing Zero, but like Death Scythe got much
Fucking
cooler. Dude.
wicked look too.
Like I mean, he kind of had like the bat wings already and stuff, but like.
Nah,
These
he
ones
was-
fucking
yeah.
really Death Scythe Hell, man, is like on another fucking level for sure.
Yeah. And this is, like I said, we've said this before too on other episodes, where this is what really got me into Gundam.
Same.
I remember going into all sorts of anime figure or Asian shops, and always seeing the Gunplas there, and always wishing I had enough money as a kid to actually get, a Wing Zero. Like, just
Wing Zero was always your guy, eh?
Wing Zero was my guy, always.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like, it looked super cool. You know what? It's funny. I'm gonna age myself, and this is gonna be really super cringy. And I'm sorry for people who have this, but it is definitely aging us. Is like at one point I thought I really wanted wing tattoos on my back, right? And I'm so happy I didn't.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm also happy you didn't.
Yeah, because man,
Bullet dodged.
that was yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Because that was the era for that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
Yeah, and like, but even now too, like when I look at it, the nostalgia's there, and even if you take the nostalgia away, it's just a super cool design compared to any other Gundams. You won't see one with wings like this.
Not anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, the
for sure.
closest one would be Freedom, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, with that
I mean,
kinda-
Destiny had some pretty
Destiny,
crazy wings,
yeah.
right? They were more energy
Q
wings.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, like jet style wings. But yeah, nothing like this anyway.
Yeah, but like, yeah, it is something special. It stood the test of time. But it could be that way because, like I said, it existed in that weird zone where it was still really extreme and really 90s and on the heels of the really crazy goofy G Gundam shit.
Yes.
But it was getting more edgy and more mature and more for like that late 90s crowd, right?
Yeah.
So you had like
The extreme,
yeah,
like we said.
but it wasn't extreme goofy so much anymore. It was more extreme, but like extreme edgy.
Yes, extreme edgy, like
so you
super kid soldiers.
So you had a crazy cast of Gundams that, like, for me, I actually have never been a big Wing Zero fan. He's actually always been on the lower end, like down with like Sandrock for like my favorites. But like for me, man, like I really struggled picking a favorite, like, which is rare for me for this series in particular, because fucking Heavy Arms, Death Scythe, and fucking Shenlong, man.
Shenlong has an awesome look too.
But all of them do, man.
I know,
like
it's so
fucking
hard.
Heavy Arms with like the extra Gatling guns and the half Joker clown face.
Dude,
So cool, dude.
Those
so 90s.
Okay, yeah. So this is the other part about this, is we were talking one time. I don't know if you remember, but the thing is, this kind of Gundam in the 90s, you didn't have like laser blasters and shit. You had straight up bullets.
Oh yeah,
right. Like there was
mini guns,
straight
rockets.
yeah. You didn't have those kind of like pew pew pew.
Yeah.
This was way heavier as far as like reality goes.
Yeah.
Right.
It hadn't gone so futuristic yet, and it was still like, and that's the thing. Like, even though this wasn't UC, and it wasn't as grounded and militaristic as UC, it was still like a 90s mecha. So like it still felt very militaristic. So it felt like real bullets, real missiles. Even the Ares mobile suit, right? They look like fighter pilots turned into like jets in sort of with like mechs. They didn't have legs, but their heads almost looked like a fighter pilot's helmet.
Yeah,
right?
it
And
totally did.
It was very militaristic and very grounded and gritty and like 90s, right?
Yeah.
But it was still crazy Gundam shit.
Yeah.
You know, it was such a fucking sick mix, dude.
Yeah.
It was such a perfect blend.
And the Tallgeese too, man. The Tallgeese was cool too.
Epic, dude. One of the best enemy mobile suits for sure, dude. And Epion was also pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah, Epion was another really cool one.
Yeah.
Although Epion, I feel like it was so cool, it almost didn't get enough spotlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But,
Anyways,
all right.
fucking love it. Love the boy band cast.
Yeah,
also,
the boy band. Yeah.
Also very 90s.
Super emo hero.
Pretty boys. Fucking cute hair and fucking very feminine builds.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
It's a K-pop group, and like with the sad.
It's almost as if like they hired Clamp to design the main cast of characters.
Yeah.
And then after that, Clamp was hands off.
Yeah.
But anyways, we fucking love it. Fucking amazing number 9.
You don't really see like a lot of emo broody like MCs anymore, eh? Like I can't really think of any.
No, because I think people got burnt out on it, man.
Yeah.
There were so many years where like that was the MC vibe.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to think like the last major one you got really would be like maybe Aaron.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're pretty bubbly now. They're pretty upbeat,
Well,
optimistic.
Aaron later on gets like that, but I mean the whole series kind of gets all like.
No, Aaron's a angry person the whole way through Attack on Titan. Ever since his mom gets munched.
Yeah,
He's angry.
Okay. I guess he's not as dark as I was hoping.
Sure. I'm just trying to think of the like in recent memory, the
Yeah.
last pro tag or MC that I would consider to be like dark and brooding.
Brooding, yeah.
Aaron's the last one I can think of that I would even sort of consider that.
Or Gabi Madu from Hell's Paradise.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah, he's not.
there's something positive and bubbly about him, and like
Yeah,
I don't know, something endearing about him.
yeah.
Hero is not endearing.
No, he's not.
Hero is a piece of shit, dude.
He's a jackass.
He's an asshole,
honestly.
man. You
He's a
hate
jackass.
Hero. Actually, you hate most of the main cast. Wu Fei? Wu Fei sucks ass, dude.
Dude, he's such a wiener.
He's such a wiener.
He is, like, for a guy who can literally kill anybody,
Yeah.
he's such a wiener.
Troa, too. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I think the only one I fucking like is Duo. He's my favorite guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only one I actually dig.
Yeah, because he's like a comedic relief.
Yeah. But anyways.
Anyway, we're digressing. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
We're already like 40. Yes.
Dude.
Okay, so this Super Street Fighter 2, the anime.
I'm gonna
movie.
speak to this in one context, and one
Yeah.
context only. Shower scene. And I'll let you take it from here, dude, because that's my
Dude.
real only input on this
Yes.
shower scene.
So for those of you, again, this is just a fucking episode of us showing how old we are.
Yep.
But I fucking loved Street Fighter 2. Like in arcades, you would go in. I don't know how many quarters I would fucking lose on that.
Nobody
thing.
likes Street Fighter 2 that I know more than Mikey Lee.
Oh, there's a lot of people out there for sure.
No one that I know.
Okay, fair. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's such a rage machine. Like you get so salty. Like nowadays you can get salty online and you can play for free. Back then you had to pay to get salty.
True. Yeah.
Right?
You got angry and poorer. Sucks.
Yeah. And you know they would port it to Nintendo or Super or whatever.
Yeah.
And it would
Super
never,
Nintendo is how I usually played it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it would never be as cool as being in the arcade.
Yeah.
Right, and you kind of had an idea of some of the story and the backstory of these characters in this video game, if you beat the game with like the characters, but you never really got it fully. And this just kind of dived so much deeper into it, really gave a cool look at it. And granted, it is not the best, movie that should be in a regular top 10. This is our top 10.
This was Mikey's pick.
This is my pick.
This was Mikey's pick.
But holy fuck. And okay, so this is where I first fell in love with my very first waifu. You know, you always remember your first loves.
Yeah.
Your very first. And obviously as a, premature pubescent teenage boy.
Okay.
Right.
A lot of dangerous words in a row there. But
Yeah, right? You see Chun-Li for the first time. She's having a shower. And
is she ever?
Right.
Guys, just
And
go check
especially
that
if you
out.
didn't watch the censored version where they cut out a particular scene, right? It is amazing, right? It was an awakening. And then, not only do you have that awakening, you also see her fucking do badass shit. One of the most badass fucking women in anime of all time. And speaking of, actually, so, I know I'm digressing again. There's a thing that just got released. So I had this thing on TikTok, and it was like one of those weird challenges, like, who would your two top waifus be that would fight against each other, and who would win, right? And I picked Yor and Chun-Li. And this is like
God,
almost
I know you.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like almost a year ago now. And I was like, who would actually fucking win? Those would be pretty like even keel.
It'd be a good fight, but
Yeah.
I think Chun-Li would win. Power.
Power wise, but the thing is, Yor fucking kicks a car and like totally derails it, right? Like it's like a moving car. Like that's pretty powerful.
You think that's more powerful than Chun-Li's kicks?
There, as far as
where I give Yor the edge is that Yor uses weapons.
that's fair. And also Chun-Li has a projectile. But regardless,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to get into semantics and I can talk about that for literally 3 hours.
Also, spinning bird kick.
Spinning bird. But yeah, so they right now Capcom and Spy Family are doing a collab.
No way.
Yeah, so it's Yor versus Chun-Li.
Fuck off.
They're actually doing it.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
dude.
That's
Yor dressed up as Chun-Li is what I want to see.
Oh,
That's the
and Chun-Li
crossover
versus
we need.
like dressed up as Yor. Oh my God. Okay, so we're ending this episode now. I'm gonna go
dude.
with Rule 34.
Dude, and then Anya, Blanca. Can you imagine her?
Yeah, she would
Green?
be
With
green,
orange
perfect Blanca. Yeah. Oh my God. And then and Bond, Mr. Borf, he would be M. Bison.
M. Bison.
Yeah.
M. Borfson.
And Borfs.
M. Bonson.
And Bonson.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's just
That was a tangent and a
Yeah,
half, dude.
man, that
Wow.
was a total tangent. You can't bring up Street Fighter around me. But yeah, anyways, it also was a really cool animation too. One of the best,
Yeah.
I think, as far as like hand drawn stuff. And
Totally
just kinda-
nails that 90s vibe in pretty much every way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And yeah, I just like the influence I know for you is huge, but also like shout out for being one of the best based on a video game
Yeah.
movies that are out there.
Absolutely.
There's not many good ones, and this
Yeah.
is one that I like honestly don't hate,
Yeah.
which is a victory
Yeah.
because most of the other ones I hate.
Yeah, and the designs on everybody, like they nailed it too.
Yeah,
And
they're
so-
faithful.
Yeah, they're very faithful.
Yeah, like this is proper Ken and Ryu, like big time.
Yeah.
So, and it's proper Chun-Li when she's all naked in the shower. So,
Yes.
you know,
Oh yeah.
that's that.
That's that. Oh,
All right.
yeah. And then we got this guy. Now this is art.
This is a fucking masterpiece, guys. So,
Yeah.
I've
What number
talked-
are we on? This is what?
7? I think. I lost count.
Whatever.
Either way, Pat Labor 2, the movie. This one in particular, guys, I think is really the standout. This is the one that, you know, everybody needs to be working towards on their Pat Labor journey. Because this is the fucking masterpiece, guys. This is production IG. Okay. This is Mamoru Oshii.
Yes.
All right. This is as fucking good as it gets for militaristic, political, mecha thriller. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, like this is fucking peak.
We're gonna like love on Oshii a lot.
Well, like yeah, I mean this was after Angel's Egg by a significant margin.
Yeah, if you guys
Okay.
want to go see something that Oshii's made that I may not like,
I
go-
love it, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, from an artistic standpoint, I get it. I loved it. But holy fuck,
Yeah.
what did I watch when I watched that?
Go watch our episode on Angel's Egg, guys.
Yeah,
Seriously.
if you seriously want to, don't even bother watching the movie. Just watch us.
Well, to be
Yeah.
honest, our takes on it, I think, are cooler than
Yeah.
the movie. But anyways, I digress. But yeah, guys, Oshii, I mean, he directed Angel's Egg, and then, you know, fucking like 8 years later did Pat Labor 2.
Yeah.
And then, you know, 2 years after that, fucking drops Ghost in the Shell.
Yes.
So the highest level of direction, you know, like I was saying before, guys, James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, the Wachowskis have all specifically singled out Mamoru Oshii and given him praise. And then the production studio for this one, guys, Production IG, they've done fucking so much, guys. They've done a ton of the Neon Genesis stuff. They did obviously Ghost in the Shell. They did the first Pat Labor movie. They did Jinro.
Yeah.
They did.
Go
the-
watch a Jinro episode. We just did that one.
They did the animated Chapter 3 Origin of O-Ren from Kill Bill Volume 1.
Oh.
If anybody remembers that
Wow.
gorgeous animation.
Yeah, I forgot about
in
that until just now.
Yeah, it's fucking out of control. I mean,
Psychopaths is great. First season is the great.
Yeah, fucking I could go on and on. Fooly Cooley, fucking
Yes.
Haikyuu. Production IG is
There
done.
you go, kids. You guys just fucking know Haikyuu.
Right? I just gave you one you actually fucking know, all you little kids. Triple X Holic. We were talking about Clamp earlier. Pa Rappa the Rapper.
Yo, okay, guys. For any of you who wants to go watch something fun, go on YouTube and watch for Rappa the Rapper. It was a PS1 game about rapping with a little dog.
It's amazing, dude. Hardest game I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, it's hard, but it was fucking hilarious. It's so cringe.
But yeah, guys, either way, like this is like heavy hitting in every way imaginable. Animation, direction, story wise, because like guys, you're getting into like really heavy political themes, stuff that like Japan was dealing with at the time. You know, this is like really heavy, like real life political themes that are just being looked at through this really cool sci-fi lens, through Mamoru Oshii's lens. And it looks as good as Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
And like it's just, guys, this fucking hits in so many ways. I cannot stress it enough. Go fucking check this out if you haven't. Do your homework. Watch what you need to watch to get your way up to this. But just understand, like, this is your magnum opus for Pat Labor. And like a lot of people would argue, like Mecha doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, it's funny too, considering like the ones that were on our top of the list, like you guys know, we've already mentioned some of them, but like Pat Labor isn't nearly as well known, and I think it's completely underrated.
Totally, dude.
Right? So
I don't know if it's because it's so grounded in Earth, and it's like it's essentially like a police force. You know what I mean? And it's like it feels a little more street level.
Yeah, not as like extreme sci-fi or like fantasy.
Yeah.
Where it really pulls you out.
Exactly, right?
Reality, where this kind of keeps you in there a little bit.
It's more grounded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for people that like that and like the drama and the political intrigue, those people tend to be the people that have either already seen Pat Labor, or when they do, they fucking fall in love with it. Because it's what they always wanted out of these mecha series. And, you know, for the people that like the really dark, grounded, militaristic Gundam stuff, right? Pat Labor is for you. All you UC Gundam fans out there, Pat Labor is for you. Okay? This was made for you.
I repeat, UC Gundam fans unite around Pat Labor too.
If you like Wing or G Gundam or Seed, Pat Labor's not for you. Okay? Stay away. But no, this is, you know what? This is an amazing one. And even though I agree it's underrated, people that do rate it incredibly high. Yeah. It's gotten really good reception for those who have seen it. And you know, it's dramatic, it's mature in the ways you want it to be. But it's still anime, and it's still exciting, and it's still fun in the ways you want it to be. I can't fucking say enough about this. I can't wait till we eventually get to cover this one, because I'm just going to be fucking jizzing all over the place for this one.
I'm going to... Oh, I'm dirty. I'm just going to give you a jar with a My Little Pony inside it.
Ew, dude. Moving on. Mikey. Dirty.
I'm sorry.
You just have those on deck, eh?
Yeah, I'm just fucking... I've held on to one just for the right moment.
Oh God.
Oh God. And speaking of right moments and jizzing.
Yeah. A lot of jizzing going on here.
Yeah. Our boy Shinji.
Yeah. I think he just needs to jizz real bad, and then he'd be okay. It's the lack of jizzing that really fucks him up.
So
where's the lie, dude?
Yeah, there's no lie.
Yeah.
That and the trauma.
Exactly. So we got the end of Evangelion, guys.
Yes. End of Evangelion, which gotta say, man,
97.
97, yeah.
That's a good pocket, man.
That is a good
97 is a good fucking year. So this was a really cool one. For anybody who doesn't know, without giving away too much, the first attempt
You guys all fucking know we spoil shit by now.
Yeah, for sure. The first attempt at concluding Evangelion didn't go so well. Okay?
What was this, the second or the third?
Sorry, the first attempt. So Hideaki Anno like made the first series and had a bit of a mental breakdown towards the end.
I remember that.
And then, so the last 5 or so episodes devolve into a kind of an unwatchable, metaphorical, symbolic mess.
Yes.
And then what happened was people were really unsatisfied with that. Anno was unsatisfied with that. So they essentially decided to say, all right, let's give you another kick at the can at wrapping this up.
That's right.
And they were like, okay, but you got to do it in a movie. We're not going to give you another series.
Yeah.
Do it in a movie. So this kind of serves as like an alternate ending to, the original series. It acknowledges and honors the majority of the show. And it's really kind of just those last chunk of episodes. They reimagine and they do things a little bit differently. So it's divisive, I think, for some people. I know some EVA fans that are purists and don't like anything outside of the original series, including the rebuilds.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, right? Like, my latest memories are from the rebuild. So just trying to think back to when I watched this and the other two attempts of the ending.
What I will say is this as a film is incredible because it's okay. So, God, Eva is so complex, guys. I'm sorry. This is so fucking annoying. I have to give so much context and background information. Okay.
So after Eva, we're going to talk about the Fate series and how complex that is.
Yeah. So before this film came out, the end of Evangelion came out. Anno and Gainax. So Gainax is the production company that made this. Anno's company, or that he was working with. They released basically a short film that was called Death and Rebirth, and it was like a summarized version of the beginning portion of the series, so that they didn't have to jam all of that into this.
Yes.
And that this could just be an ending.
Yeah, just a standalone.
Right? So that it summarizes like the first 24 of like 25 episodes or something in Death and Rebirth-ish. Okay, so like this movie is reimagining like the last episode and turning it into a movie.
Yeah.
It's barely better. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
So let me say this, okay? Like it's better for sure.
For sure.
Okay? I mean, it depends on your opinion of better, because some people really like how batshit crazy the original one gets at the end. I think this one is better because it's more cohesive. You can actually draw some conclusions based on the symbology used, but it's still very, very heavy symbolism and religious iconography and big ideological themes that are driving the story by the end of this, that they're so big and so grand that it's just hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really feel finished.
I don't think it ever, like, I mean, up until they did the rebuilds, where I know a lot of people just straight on, like, disregard the rebuilds.
Rebuilds actually had finality, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You had a proper ending.
Yeah, right. And I think that's what it was for me, too, is that it just felt like, you got closure.
Yeah.
Really is what you got at the end of the day. But with this, because there was 3 attempts at this fucking ending at one point. Like this one, there was
End of Eva.
End of Eva.
And then now the rebuilds.
No, there was another one. I can't remember what it's called though, for right now. But regardless, you can't ignore the impact that this has on the anime community. Like Eva has a huge fan base. The singer for the original OP is still touring that one song.
She does concerts where she does only that song.
Yeah, and
the whole concert is just that song over and over and over again, rearranged different ways. Yeah. But it's just the one song.
Yeah, and people fucking go nuts about it.
Ape shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a very cool, when you really break it down, it is a very cool mech, trauma, depression, all under the guise of a shonen, which is crazy to me. When you really think about it, it's a fucking shonen. And what this really should be a fucking, I don't know, like M for mature. Like the shit that happens in here is wild, right? So if you haven't seen Eva, go watch it,
Yes.
please. This
Yes.
is a must-watch series. I mean, even if you watch the original ending, ironically, it's still a must-watch series. But yeah, there's just so much in it that you need to watch. Unless you're under 13, don't watch this, kids. If you're watching this, you shouldn't be watching this either. But respect.
Respect. We like that hustle.
Yeah, good on you for finding us.
So the little bit of research I did, so what you may be referencing is something called Revival of Evangelion, which combined Death, True 2, which is the director's cut of Death from Death and Rebirth, with the end of Evangelion.
Oh yeah, that is what I'm thinking
So
about.
it was a mashup, but that ending, it was just the end of Evangelion.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember now.
So
yeah,
as a whole experience, it probably didn't feel any more cohesive.
yeah,
But yeah, so like the three true endings to Evangelion we've had are the original anime,
the movie,
the end of Evangelion, and then the rebuilds.
Rebuilds. Yeah.
Those are the three attempts Anno's taken at concluding the series. And yeah, I mean, as far as conclusions go, I think the rebuild is the best, like the most concluded
Yeah.
of them all.
It's definitely the most polished. I mean, considering.
However, I want to say I feel like I like this one the best because it still feels the most Eva because it's still batshit fucking insane, and not happy.
No, well, we know that's Eva though.
Yeah, but like and it's like so it still feels very true to Eva, but like it's much more digestible and watchable than the original ending, which is I've attempted to watch that original ending so many times, dude, where I'm like determined to understand it and dissect it and get it, and I can't do it, man.
Yeah.
I really can't. I still always feel like I'm pulling it out of my ass.
Yeah.
But
I just straight up stopped trying.
Well, I'm not gonna keep trying to convince people to watch Evangelion or the end of Evangelion. You should just already know that this is required watching.
Well, I mean, if you don't see all the figures and people like
The legacy,
the people that are still cosplaying it, right? Like, come on,
constantly.
guys.
Yeah,
Come
literally.
on. Come.
Yeah.
All right, what's next? Yes, okay.
Oh yeah, Mikey's fired up now.
Yeah. Look, I love Eva. Don't get me wrong.
Mikey's about to pull out his sword, guys.
But as a 12-year-old child watching fucking ninjas decapitate shit and
Rock monsters
and
eat people
and blood and guts, like this is my jam.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Like
Ninja Scroll,
Ninja
baby.
Scroll. Ninja
Yeah.
fucking. Is this? I think this is number 5. I think we're on number 5 now. But yeah, Ninja Scroll was so hyper violent at the time.
93.
93. Yeah, hyper violent.
Super, yeah. Big time.
Yeah. How old is I? It was 86. I was.
I was 2.
I was 7. Maybe a little bit older because I probably watched this when I was like 9 or 10. Because my cousin had it.
This is arguably the most 90s anime to ever exist.
Yeah.
By every metric.
Yes. This is a movie that you could watch maybe once every 5 years because there's, as far as stories
That's
go.
it?
Yeah. The only reason why I say that is because you have to forget how hyper violent it is to be able to really enjoy another watch of it again. To that point, because once you get that hyper violence, you're already expecting the hyper violence, and you already know that it's hyper violence. But if you forget how hyper violent it actually is, and this is a drinking game for you guys, so
I guess it depends how much you are relying on that hyper violence as the generator of your excitement. You know what I mean? I know that's a lot for you.
yeah, that is a lot for me.
For me, it's like I know it's hyper violent. Like that's not why I think it has rewatch value. I think it has rewatch value. First of all, it's like it's all gas.
Oh yeah, straight from the get go.
It's electrifying to watch. Like it never fucking takes the foot off, and so like edge of your seat kind of watch.
And just dropping nos in there.
But what I fucking love as well is like it's one of those movies where like you could put it on with like a bunch of buddies over and just have it on.
Yeah.
And just pop in once in a while,
Yeah.
watch a fucking crazy scene, and then go away for a little while,
Yeah.
and it's not a fucking huge deal.
Yeah.
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? And it's just like anybody who walks by and checks it out is going to be like, holy fucking shit, and is going to stop and watch it for a few seconds.
Yeah.
I think it's a good...
Yeah, because they're lulls, right? It's
Yeah.
it's like the fight or the... It's like Monster of the Week, but like Scene of the Week. Monster Scene of the Week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's like chapters to it, right?
Yeah.
So you just pop in and pop out, and like
Yeah.
it's just a good like, it's a good hard watch, but then it's a good like casual watch as well, I think.
Yeah, this is also when we really established ninja archetypes in the movies and in series, in my opinion, from here on, right?
Do you view him as a ninja?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone there is a ninja, but like here's the thing: ninjas in anime aren't really real ninjas, right?
Right.
Like real ninjas.
He gives more Ronin to me.
Yeah, he is a bit more Ronin, but like ninjas are kind of Ronin-esque in a lot of these animes and movies.
I think they
Right.
employ ninja tactics.
Yeah,
But like for me, a ninja is somebody who's like who only operates in the shadows.
yes,
Who is never seen.
but
Never
that's-
has a full-blown showdown on a bridge in broad daylight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Face to face.
Yeah.
That's not very ninja.
No. He definitely has more Ronin vibes, but he's a ninja. It's
called Ninja Scroll, so he's a ninja.
Scroll, he's ninja. Like, we all know the semantics, but that's what we're arguing right now. Like, because moving on, like, all ninja movies or TV shows or animes aren't really, like, they all have, like, the MC vibe. They have to, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because usually it's the real ninjas are the secondary characters, the tertiary characters, right? Like, they're the ones who, like, actually show up in the shadows. And if we're going to go historically, they're just regular looking people. They don't actually wear fucking, like, ninja outfits. They're spies, right? So they actually blend in with people.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this is a hyper violent, really cool, guys. We did an episode on it, so go check it out. Long time ago.
One of our first episodes.
One of our
actually.
very first episodes. Yeah.
But I think it remains one of our highest rated.
Yeah. This will always be one of my top, like, nostalgic animes.
Yeah. You guys
Right.
want something action heavy, period PC, violent, classic 90s vibe. Just
Yeah.
fucking put it on.
There's a
and
lot of
enjoy.
problematic things that happen
Oh yeah.
here.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. Yeah.
Trigger warning. It's not just physically violent, it's
Yeah,
also sexually violent. So
Yeah.
be careful.
But
Take care of yourself, please. Seriously, we love you.
we love you, but if you're fucked up in the head like I am, just go for it.
Yeah, you'll love it.
You'll love it. And dive in there.
Anyways, what's up next, my guy?
Oh, yes. We have to, obviously, if a top 10 could not be a top 10 without a Ghibli movie.
Yep. And it was tough picking a Ghibli movie in my
Yeah.
opinion, but like from
'Cause-
like the 90s,
Yeah.
Mononoke
Is the one. Like,
Takes the
Porco
cake.
Rosso is cool. It's fun. But Mononoke, I still think, is the best Ghibli movie of all times.
it's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, come to think of it, like Grave with the Fireflies was 88.
Yeah.
Howl's Moving Castle was 2004.
Yeah.
Spirited Away was, I think, later than that.
Yeah, it was like 2000.
11? No.
I don't remember. but-
2001. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? It's even earlier than Howl's Moving Castle. So yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it
So
was.
2001.
Yeah, yeah.
So just on the other side of 2000. So not in contention, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, Mononoke, it's the pick, man.
Yeah, it's the pick.
But
It's-
even ignoring decade barriers, I think it's still the pick.
Yeah, absolutely. If we're going to rank even any of the Ghibli movies, but also we're coming at it in a very mature, growing up in the 90s kind of way where like we saw everything being extreme. This is the darkest, Ghibli has ever made a movie, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
You know what I
very
mean?
violent.
It's very violent.
Very much for adults.
Yeah, very violent. You have blood. You normally don't see blood in a lot of Ghibli movies at all.
Yep.
Right? So, but it's just the messaging in it too is just so poignant to real life that it just has to take the top spot. It has to.
And if you guys want to hear us get even deeper on that, we have an episode on this one as well.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that interesting? I mean, we have an episode on pretty much everything from here on.
I think so.
Yeah.
We prioritized the good ones, clearly.
Yeah, at the beginning. We should have waited.
Yeah, but, we won't kill too much of your time on this one, guys. You probably already know how great it is. And if you want to know more about what we think about it, go watch that episode.
Yes.
And you got a fucking full hour and 36 minutes. All about it.
And if you haven't seen this already, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
For real.
Like, have you, come on. Come on.
That's it. That's all I get. Just come on.
Come on.
You don't deserve anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yes. Satoshi Kon. This is a fucking good one.
This one easily could be number one. Easily.
I would say no, it could not be number one, but it could be number two.
I would say it could easily be number one
But
for me.
I think it is appropriately placed in our current top 10. I think this is number 3.
It is number 3.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue. We talked about before. This is oh man. This
By far Satoshi Kon's best movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Paprika was really great.
Oh, yeah. He has got incredible movies,
Yeah.
but this is his best. in
Tokyo
my
Godfather was really great. But yeah, as far as his magnum opus, I think this is his best work.
opinion. This is also just outside of the realm of anime. This is one that and I think a lot of the ones on our list, I mean, some more than others. I wouldn't consider Pokemon on this level, but this is one that definitely exists outside of the confines of anime.
Yeah.
This is a great film, guys.
Mm-hmm.
If you like cinema, if you have friends that like cinema, if they like film, ask them if they've seen this. And if they say no, they're a fucking poser, and you should find cooler friends. No, but for real, guys. For real though, if you have cinephile friends and they haven't seen Perfect Blue, they're kind of a poser. But this movie's fucking phenomenal. It's an unreal,
so brutal, dude.
It's an unreal dissection of idol culture in Japan, which is really, really interesting in and of itself. But it obviously has parallels to just our celebrity culture in Western society, and how crazy that is. But then it touches on huge mental health issues and just so many fucking layers to it. And it all wraps up in this, again, kind of like Ninja Scroll, this all gas, really tight, excellent watch where it doesn't drag. It's not, there's no bullshit. There's no fluff. It's just, you put it on and you fucking finish it and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
What an experience. And you never forget it.
Yeah. And like we said before earlier in the episode, right? Black Swan is very much so. A lot of those themes are very influenced by this movie, right?
If you like that psychological thriller
kind of stuff, right?
Yeah,
and
this is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
And at the time, and I can't really think of a lot of different thrillers during the 90s that really had the same kind of impact, even North American movie-wise.
Yeah, I was very young through the 90s, so I wasn't watching this style of movie very much. So I was seeing my dad watching stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do know that the dramatic romantic thriller that was pretty big in the 90s.
Yeah.
But whether or not they were any good or any of them had any lasting impact or rewatchability, I don't really know.
You know what? That's what it is. It's the rewatchability that doesn't make me remember it because some of them,
I do think it was a popular genre in the 90s.
Yeah, because nowadays
there weren't many good ones.
Yeah, there's this is timeless. This is a lot of these movies. That's the other thing too, right? Is a lot of these movies are timeless. You can watch them now or 20 years from now, and it'll still be good. A lot of those movies from the 90s, you can't watch again because they are either super problematic, did not age well, or just awful.
Yeah, they just weren't good.
They just weren't good. It's like trying to watch movies from the 40s or 50s, and with all black and white, where the acting style and the language is so different. It's it's just.
But how it ages only matters if it's good to start with.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is good to start with, and it's aged fucking well. So go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
We're flying now, dude. Next.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
This is another one that, in my opinion, easily could be number one.
Yes.
Easily.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yes.
Oshi. Guys, come on. I'm not speaking to the ones that have seen it and understand what we're talking about and probably understand why our top 10 is the way that it is. And because those people are either, our age or really, really know their anime films.
So this was between Pat Labor 2 and Jinro.
Jinro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously we've done an episode on all of these.
And also, this was made kind of at the same time that Jinro was being made. Yes.
So if you go watch our Jinro episode, we cover that. But it is not only like the coolest cyberpunk, like kind of almost post-apocalyptic anime that really pushed that feel into like the mainstream genre.
Yep.
Yeah, and same with
The Matrix. The Matrix does not exist
without
movie. Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, exactly.
Simply does not.
And anything that was influenced by The Matrix does not exist without this movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's so many things. And, like, if you guys have read the manga was great, too. But the chief had a very different personality in the manga. And actually, character design, too, was quite different. It was very va-va-voom, like, femme fatale, but, like, a bit more bubbly. In here, they purposely made her more stoic and more robotic.
More doll-like.
More doll-like because of being able to be a full cyborg and, like, being able to upload your consciousness.
Yeah.
Right? And I think they did a great job doing it that way because it hits so differently but somehow stays so true to the manga. And, man, you cannot deny how good the fucking art is and those scenes. We cover it in
our
episode about how amazing Oshi like studies bullets.
Yeah.
And how they react to different materials and how to animate them.
Yeah, the mechanical designs are second to none. I mean, except for maybe Pat Labor 2.
Yes.
But they're on the same level, God tier.
God tier. And if you've watched Ghost in the Shell, the live action,
the better version.
Oh, I'm going to fucking murder you.
I had to for Jordy.
No, Jordy can fucking suck my cock.
Oh man.
No, guys, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He's going to be fired soon. We're going to have to talk. Anyway, if that movie doesn't exist, Scarlett Johansson doesn't exist. She might exist in the Marvel universe. She doesn't exist in this space. This is our safe space. Don't watch it. If you have watched it, try to burn it out of your memory and watch this. That is my...
This would be a good palate cleanser for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it.
Because they just don't do it. They do, like, some of the scenes right, but they don't do it justice.
Okay. Good way to put it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very few of those scenes were done right. But they didn't do it justice.
Love how much you hate it. It's my favorite.
Dude, it was because I'm not gonna kid. Yes,
don't.
I won't get okay.
Don't go.
Okay, sorry.
Let's get you onto a topic you like to talk about. Your favorite movie.
Oh yes.
Right? Am I right about that?
Yeah, one of them absolutely.
I mean, you put it at the top of the list.
I did put it up. I only put this one at the top of the list because it is probably the most influential movie.
We're talking about AKIRA, folks.
Yeah. Number one, AKIRA.
Yes. Otomo.
This is probably one of the most influential, if not the most influential anime movie of all times, in my opinion. I don't see how it's not, right? I can't see any other way it's not because, like, as far as, like,
well, the manga, like, if you just think about when the manga fucking started, 82.
Yeah.
Think about that. So if you want to talk about, like, the visual impact and, like, the visual legacy that this has left behind, you know, the cyberpunk aesthetic and
just the bike
the
slide.
Futuristic world. Well, that, yeah, for sure. But I just mean, like, the overall aesthetic to AKIRA that Otomo came up with is insane. Like, it's so early. For the cyberpunk thing. I mean, it's almost side by side with things like Blade Runner and and the real OG, you you know, Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
you know, like the OG like game, you know, like all of that stuff. Like it's right alongside it. So it's as important to the legacy of what we think about when we think about cyberpunk and like futuristic worlds as anything else.
And I think storytelling too, right? As far as storytelling too, well, like when you see films nowadays, right, sometimes has a very similar line of storytelling where like just shit gets all batty and fucking crazy, where you have that kind of nuance between two best friends, and all of a sudden you get this fucking huge blob. But I mean, you might not see the blob so much in North American movies unless you're watching the movie The Blob.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. That's an awful movie.
Yeah, no, I mean, and then like you were saying with like the you know, the bike slide, you know, that's kind of a fun Easter egg example of the far-reaching influence, but just for animation in general, not just in Japan, but the rest of the world, things started to be animated differently after Akira came out.
Yeah.
Explosions started to suddenly, across the board, be drawn and animated very differently after Akira came out. You know, like the bike slide is another really, really good example.
Angles,
right?
certain film angles were different.
Absolutely.
Landscapes were different. Cityscapes were different.
I was going to say cityscapes, the detail in these cityscapes. I mean, people would always marvel, again, I'm going to bring it up, like Blade Runner, at like the detail that went into building like the post-apocalyptic futuristic worlds in Blade Runner. You know, the same care and attention was put into building like the world of Neo Tokyo. Like it's just as carefully crafted.
Yeah. If there's anything I want in life, I want that fucking bike.
I know.
I want that bike so bad.
Well, I want to be in I want to be in a biker gang
riding that
where
bike.
Everybody's riding bikes like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We got uniforms like that.
Wait, do me a solid. When did Tron come out? Because I feel like Tron...
The 70s, I thought.
Was it the 70s? I thought it was the 80s.
82.
82. So...
Same year the manga started, and actually Tron predated the manga.
Yeah, Tron predated the manga. It still had a very Tron-y feel to it, too. So I wonder, in the back of my head, if whether or not Tron kind of influenced this a little bit. But I don't even know if at that point a lot of Western stuff would have made it to Japan in that way.
It's hard to say. Yeah, I mean, I definitely see the correlation that you're drawing. I don't know if Japan necessarily would have seen it. I'm sure Tron was huge, like globally back then. It was like kind of the first thing of its kind. But I think there's a lot of other influences that kind of went into the bikes and went into that aesthetic.
Well, the bikes are very much so Japanese, right?
That's what I mean. Like you got the Bosuzoku gangs, which are like really huge, and like they would always do really crazy shit to their bikes and put really crazy flanges and flares and fenders and crazy stuff on there. And then you just had like the Japanese like mechanical design sensibilities that you saw through like a lot of mecha and a lot of like super robot stuff, right? You combine the two, and I mean, that thing looks like it could turn into a super robot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's hard to say where the influence came from. Maybe the light bike totally did play in.
Yeah.
I totally could have, right? But it's hard to say
at that time.
This stands on its own as its own thing so much in my brain that it's hard for me to pin it to a single influence or a single source.
Well, and that's the thing, like you were saying before, like explosions, the huge explosion at the end of this movie where like that scene, that massive like dome, like anytime I see that in anything else, I can only see it in here.
Yep.
Right? Like it started here.
For sure.
Right? So like
people don't realize there's like, oh, they must have been drawing explosions like that forever. Like, you know, who knows when the first time it happened? No. We know.
We know.
We know what Akira started. And it's real, like real artistic things were like, this was groundbreaking, guys. This isn't like hyperbole. We're not blowing fucking smoke up their ass. Akira started shit.
Yeah, didn't you say that in our episode of this? Didn't you say like people actually study this in like university or
I studied it in university.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we literally studied specifically how explosions and like combustion was animated and like smoke plumage and like debris and like it actually changed with this movie. Yeah. They actually started doing it differently.
Well, you fucking influence something if people are teaching it in schools.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, university level.
University level.
We're freeze framing Akira to be like, look at how they drew this explosion.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
Because the most I got, I never went into animation or anything in after post-secondary, but I did take an animation class in high school, and all we did was study Looney Tunes.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
right?
because that shit's crazy too when you really break it down.
Dude, yeah, hand animation is incredible. It's magic.
Yeah,
for sure. And this is a fucking magical movie. And this is a magical list.
This is a magical list.
And that caps off our list.
That is our list. And tell me, guys, tell me in the comments if
how did we do?
How do we do?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Was it good?
Because really, at the end of the day, you're wrong.
If you disagree.
If you disagree.
You know? No, honestly, I would love to see the arguments against this list.
Yeah.
I kind of know where the holes are. You know?
I would see anything from like 10 to 6, we could argue, but it would be hard pressed to argue 5 to 1.
I could see people arguing Pokemon, Street Fighter, and Endless Waltz.
Yeah, that's in our 10 to 6 list.
But there's stuff in that 6 to 10 range that I don't think you can argue. I think anybody who's going to argue Pat Labor or End of Evangelion is delusional.
Oh, I guess that's true too.
I think you're insane if you don't think those make the if you think those don't make the top 10.
Yeah, because like I said, like Macross could have been up here.
You can sub out some shit.
Yeah.
Fine, but I want to know, like, you guys tell me, what are you subbing out of this list and why?
Yeah.
And really, like actually try and pick this one apart, because like Mikey was just saying, like, fucking, it's a really solid front end of that list. Good luck.
Good, yeah.
Good luck. I don't think you guys got a leg to stand on disagreeing with us on this one.
Yeah, for real.
We nailed it.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was fun, dude.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, man.
All right, buddy. Where can people find you?
You guys can find me on the Discord occasionally now, because I'm dipping my toes into that world.
We got Jay on the Discord.
Yeah, I'm like off and on with like Instagram and like the whole Hanger 91 stuff right now. So like, but like I'll be all around the Discord chatting and popping in and sharing stuff. So sweet. I'll see you guys there.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, you guys can find me at Shmanime Pod on TikTok, Instagram, and the Discord.
Discord.
Oh, dude, the Discord.
How many Siemens?
Siemens, yeah. All right, you guys.
How many Siemens on the Discord, dude? Wow, man. Was that back to back? Was that last episode, Jordy with the Siemens and you with the Discord this time?
Okay. I'm gonna upload that fucking video I made. I didn't make that video public. No? I only sent it to us.
I thought that was out there.
No, I'll make it public. So
you guys get to see that one. When
you guys see it, it'll be on Instagram or probably on TikTok, because I'm there most of the time.
We're immature idiots. Ignore us.
Yeah, I had some fun editing because I caught something. Well, actually, my buddy Baker caught something.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, thanks for coming. Love you guys.
See you next time.
Bye.